be the one I've been looking for, baby. Ooh, I need to know.
Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to my channel or my page, however you found me. I always forget to say that I'm Rena D, but I am. You've probably seen my name, but you might not know how to say it. So anyway, I'm Rena D. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna do the energy series for the fire signs, and this will be for the Leos. If you have not already liked my page or subscribe to my YouTube channel, my page is Rena D Cherish Daily, and my YouTube channel is Rena D Cherish Daily Tarot. You can find me on just about any platform, but check me out, and I appreciate your support. So I want to go ahead and get into it. Yeah, because I want to put out a lot of cards, and I want to see what the energy will be like for the Leos in the month of July. I'm sure you're interested to know as well. What is it that your guides want you to see? So let's call in the team. Angels, spirit guides, our higher self, angels of love and light. What do you have for the Leos? What would you like for the Leos to see? And I'm gonna shuffle up a little bit, cut it, and then I'm gonna pull from the top. I like to do the flyers, I do, but it's gonna be a long video. I know it's gonna be a long video, and I wanna make sure that I'm not taking too much time. Okay, so let's see here. That's interesting. Okay, so on the bottom, you have the Hangman. This is kind of like contemplation in energy. You're considering. It can be stuck energy, you know, like you don't know what to do, but it's not bad in my opinion, because sometimes you have to take yourself out of the game so that you can consider what you need to do in the game, right? All right, so let's see what the main energy out. Yeah. Oh, see, that's what I just said. 7 of Pentacles. This is divine timing. You're assessing. You're looking at what you've put out, and you're, taking a good hard look and saying, okay, is it good? Are these the seeds that I bought? Did I actually do this? Are my methods working? Am I doing everything right? Is this a sunny position, or should I move over here? Because sometimes you have to move yourself into another situation in order for you to get the results that you're looking for, that you need in your life, So this energy is good, especially because Leos are fixed signs. To be a fixed sign is, you already know because you are this way, but you get into a habit of doing things and you're like, this is it. I can do this for the rest of my life. But because this is going to be your main energy in July, it means that you're taking an assessment, and you're going to be considering whether or not you need to, move over here, do this over there, instead of staying in the comfortable vein, right? You can get yourself into doing the same thing over and over again, and it feels so comfortable, but it feels so comfortable because you've blocked yourself in and you're not able to see outside of what you're doing, because all you see is what you've created. But sometimes you have to get outside of your situation, or put yourself in the hangman's tree, in order to see something from a different perspective. And I like to say or illustrate this hangman energy like standing on your head, and what would you do? You have to kind of think of a solution if a spider was to come towards your face. You can't just run. You can't run when you're standing on your head, right? Because your feet are up there. But yeah, that's kind of the energy. So let's see what the challenge is. The Hierophant. Okay, so this is an authority figure. This is like institutions. So this gives me the idea that you're having to consider, you're taking an assessment of what's going on, because it could be something legal, but the Hierophant is more spiritual, a spiritual card, right? If I saw the Justice card, I would think maybe something that has to do with the law. But this could mean that you're considering a relationship sort of situation. Maybe you're considering whether or not you should marry somebody. It's that kind of an energy, because the Hierophant is, in my, the way that I think about it, is the spiritual OG. It's the person who knows what's going on in the world, knows what's going on in heaven. So you go to this person to get spiritual advice, to get advice on money, get advice, because this person knows the deal. It can also talk about institutions like higher learning. So it could be that you're considering what you've done, and you might be thinking, okay, well, maybe I need to go to school. Maybe I need to get some more education to do what it is that I want to do. So let's keep going. See what else is. Okay. So it's probably something that has to do with relationships, because this is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a romantic person. Somebody that's your energy too. The Leo is, the house of, passion, the sexuality, that kind of thing. And so this being in your subconscious, this is the way that you operate. You are the life. You make people feel, seen, because you want to be seen. You reciprocate. And this energy, though, I wonder, let's just keep going. Let's see what happened in your past. King of Wands. Okay, King of Passion. This is your energy. Yeah. This is your energy. So in the recent past, perhaps you were something in relationships, maybe. Something where you were very passionate. Keeps coming to my mind that you were probably putting it down. I don't know. If you're a man, the kings represent strong male figures. And if this is you, then you were putting in some, it could be business. You could have been a business owner, and doing a lot of business just recently. But this doesn't seem like it could be, because you started, the main energy out was the Pentacles, right? And Pentacles have to do with earth, it's earth energy. And so that could be, money, career, or family. So that's why I'm saying, it could be some sort of a relationship type situation if it was family. Family with the Hierophant, that, you see, that it just, and then you have the Knight of Cups. So this to me is looking relationship like as opposed to career like, So let's see what's in your awareness. You got a heavy burden. You're carrying a lot of burdens. This is the Ten of Wands. This is also your energy. So you've spread yourself very, very thin. Very, very thin. But you're coming to the end of it. And whenever I see this card, I always think, you know, lay your burdens down. Lay your burdens down. You were in this energy, right? So if you're a woman, I mean, the same thing can apply. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know any Leo women, but I know Leo men. And if Leo women are anything like the Leo men, you're on your thing. I mean, your ruling planet is not even a planet, it's the sun. So yeah, you're always gonna shine. You're always gonna be, you know, the center of attention. And that oftentimes gets you into situations that become a burden to you. Yeah. So in the month of July, you're coming to the end of that. You know, you've probably been feeling very, very heavy, and you're just gonna be carrying it. But you got to make some choices. And this card, this is the Two of Pentacles. It means that you have some choices. You have choices. What if you didn't have any choices, right? You have choices though. And you'll be able to decide on what you're going to do. It's, you know, you have some choices to make, but you're happy to make the choices. You're happy with the choices that you have in front of you. So that's great. All right. So in the energy that you're sitting in, that's influencing this, is the Ace of Swords. This is a powerful weapon. You have to be careful with it though. This is a gift from the divine. You can do with it whatever you want to. Swords talk about thoughts and communication. It's fast moving energy. And like I said, it's a powerful weapon. The sword, the tongue, you know, you can talk yourself into something. You can talk yourself out of something. But it's a gift. And look, I love to point this out. This looks to me like a phoenix feather. The phoenix at the end of its life, it ignites itself, burns itself to ashes, and then it rebirths itself out of its own ashes. So this looks like, I mean, look, it's all fire. All of this fire, this king of wands, it's almost like you've had to, in this month of July, you're going to go through this incineration and be, you know, birthed again. Or perhaps you've already gone through that, you know, with that being in your past, the king of wands being in your past. And now you're starting over. All right. In your environment. Okay. And in your environment, somebody's making a choice, or they're seeing you as making a choice. This is the Two of Swords. More thoughts, more communication. But this isn't really about, well, I guess it can be about communication, but it's, you have a choice to make, or somebody in your environment has a choice to make, and you're making a choice, or you're making a choice about somebody or situation in your environment. It can be vexing. This, you have two twos here. This one is happy. This one's kind of vexing. And with that being in your environment, all right, so I see it now. So in your environment, somebody is having to make a hard choice, and you don't. It's like, you know what you want to do, but the other person doesn't. What you don't want is somebody coming up, you know, being an asshole. This is the Knight of Swords. Now, this could be you. Maybe you don't want to be this person that's rushing in, being really brash, and that's what I'm talking about here. This Ace of Swords, you want to be careful, because just because you're smart, just because you have the gift of gab, and you can, talk your way into a thing or talk your way out of a thing, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good thing to do. So you want to, this is what you don't want. This is your fear. You're afraid that it's going to come back on you and bite you, right? So here you go. This is the Fool card. This is taking a leap of faith. Whenever you're starting something new, whenever you're starting over with something, you have to take that leap of faith. You have to go into the dark, and it's scary, but somehow you have to block that fear out. You can't recognize fear as fear. You have to see it as excitement. See how he is? It's like he's about to walk off a cliff. He's got the little dog there saying, "Hey, did you see? Look, all right, let's go." And he's happy to do it. He's like, "I'm on my way." And it's good. It's good. You can't do anything without having that. And see, that kind of goes back to what I was saying about the Leos being fixed signs. You're not as inclined to go out and take this leap of faith. That's the Aries job, to go out and take the leap of faith and, not feel fear, but this is your outcome though, and whatever it is, you're happy to do it because, you've probably weighed your options. You've made the decision, that main energy out being the Seven of Pentacles. You've assessed, you're going to be assessing, right? And you're like, I know what I need to do. I'm going to do this. So yeah, good. Just do your due diligence. Look at things from all perspectives as much as you possibly can. And, go for it. Go for it. You have a gift from the divine. Yeah. If you're thinking about studying something or taking on a mentor, go for it. Go for it. Because you have the guidance. All right, so I'm gonna put out some oracle cards. This is the energy oracle. I want to see what the energy is gonna be like around you, in you, through you. Okay. Yeah. See. Yeah. Okay. So you have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, on your side. Okay, so this is for in the month of July. What you're gonna need to do is balance your sacral chakra. Work on that. The sacral chakra. Okay, so you see the color here. This reflects the color of the sun. Okay, this is when there's so many different things that's coming to my mind that I want to say that I don't think I'm going to say any of them. But the thing of it is, this is like sexual energy, and you might be a little bit out of balance with this passion. The King of Wands is the King of Passion. You have in your subconscious awareness this Knight of Cups. It's this energy. It can be player energy because you're going in offering a cup of love, but you don't have the staying power of, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna be here forever. The way that you're thinking about it is, I'm gonna come in and do what I gotta do, and then I'm gonna go, and that can really mess up your second chakra. And do some research, You know, it's everywhere. You can look up on Google anything you want to. Try some meditations that will help you get your sacral chakra balanced. Abstaining from sex will help. Having a better understanding of what that sexual energy does for you, to you, and others will definitely be a good place to start as well when it comes to balancing your sacral chakra. All right, I always have a difficult time with these cards because they're so stiff. Okay. All right, so this is psychic. This is psychic energy. Okay, so I'm thinking about telepathy, right? Being able to speak to others with your mind. It's a thing. It's a real thing. Partnership and alliances. Yeah. Okay, so in the month of July, you're going to have some alliances. That's what these decisions are. You know, you're going to have to make some kind of choice. And maybe this is marriage. Maybe you are making some sort of decision about whether or not you should pair with someone. What number is this? This is the number 3. 3, that's about partnerships, you know, coming together with a group of people. So however this is going to play out for you, just make sure that you stay in balance. Yeah. Okay. All right, so these are my Vortex cards. Law of attraction. We're always attracting things to ourselves, whether we realize it or not. And being out of balance, having our sacral chakra out of balance, we will attract things to us that we're not really aware of, you know, and we'll be like, where did that come from? You know, why is that in my life? Okay, yeah. See, this is an example of what I'm talking about. The law of attraction assembles happy relationships. See, look here. It's like a tower. You know, what you think is like a honing device, bringing in, you know, what you see. So your world interacts with you. Okay. The law of attraction cannot bring you a well-balanced, happy person if you are not yourself already that. The law of attraction, no matter what you do or say, will bring to you those who predominantly match the person who you predominantly are. If you are not happy with yourself or with your life, the attraction of a partner will only exaggerate the discord, because any action taken from a place of lack is always counterproductive. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this person in your environment, that could be, I don't know, you know, maybe make it you. Maybe make that you and cut some things out. Maybe there's some examinations that you have to do with the people in your sphere. These partnerships that's going to come in, consider them well. Are they happy? Do they talk like they're happy? Or do they grumble and complain? Is everything, you know, really have a negative bent to it? And it could be your family. It could be you. You could be the one that has something that's, you're replaying stories over and over in your mind. I know that if you don't feel well, it's easy. It's very easy to have a negative outlook. But gratitude is one of those things that helps you with that. Okay, so the flowers are speaking to us. The flowers want us to grow in a certain area, and you have two. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Okay, so the way this looks, I mentioned the sacral chakra, but before you get to the sacral chakra, you want to get to your root chakra too. You want to, you don't want to go from not doing any chakra work to all the way up here at your crown chakra, because you'll miss something. You have to go in steps and stages, you know what I mean? I can make another video about that at some other time, but I mentioned that to say that before you start doing the work on that sexual energy, you have to feel grounded. You have to know who you are, right? Before you can partner with somebody else, you have to partner with yourself, your own being, your own team, your own source, right? So you have the wild tulip. I just want you to see it together. Okay, you see this red? This red represents the root chakra. That's the base chakra. It sits right below your tailbone, like right down there. It's in the base. And then the sacral chakra is like right below your belly button. So if you get the visual in your mind, just imagine balls or wheels of red light that might be blocked. We want our chakra wheels to be turning very fast so that you can manifest what you want at will. And if you are stuck and you have a lot of baggage that's collecting, and see, I don't have enough time to explain all these things, so I just throw these things out, hoping that you'll do your research and get a better idea of what I'm talking about, because they aren't just fairy tale things. We are manifesting the things in our world because we are energy, and the energy, we are components, right? And when you consider your physical body, you're only considering what has already manifested, but you are manifesting by the things that you eat, by the things that you think, by the things that you put into your body, by the things that you put into your computer, right? Your mindset is determined by the things that you get your influence by, right? If you're around negative people, if you're around people who do not recognize their own faults, then that becomes part of your energy field. So you have to start doing the work to get yourself into another position so you can realize yourself, become an actualized being, right? Because we come here as seeds and we get planted in the earth. And as we grow, depending on the influences that we have, that will determine how strong we are, how effective we are. You see what I mean? So take some time to work on your root chakra. So the flowers, this is the wild tulip. Desire. This isn't a foreign concept to you, but what are you desiring? Are you desiring a deeper connection with the Most High? Or are you desiring a deeper connection inside someone or with someone inside of you, right? I know that sounds a little, but I mean, you're a Leo. That's your thing. You feel me? You understand what I'm talking about. The desires of your heart have to go beyond the physical, because the physical manifestation is just the end. It's just a construct. Your body is changing at all times. The person that you were when you were 9 years old is not the person that you're going to be when you're 29, when you're 39, when you're 50, 99, right? So we cannot allow ourselves to believe that this physicality is it. We have to go beyond. And in order to do that, we have to tap into this energy of oneness with our source. And that's where true desire comes from. There's red in this card, but there's red in this card, but look at the green. That's a symbol of the heart chakra. The heart chakra, you have the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, and then you have the heart chakra. In order to get beyond get to the place where you are really wielding this sword, you need your throat chakra unblocked. But you can't really get your throat chakra effectively balanced until you work on your heart. And then you can't really work on your heart until you've worked on your solar plexus, where you get your power, your own personal power. And you can't do that until you've, gotten your urges under control. You can't get your urges under control until you have dealt with knowing who you are, saying, I belong here and I have a purpose, right? So this card, here, let's keep going. Pohutakwa, probably just butchered that word, but transformation, that's what I'm talking about. You're transforming, you're going through something, you're going through a metamorphosis, and you're assessing where you are. This right here, this fool's journey that you're about to start, it could be that you're at the very beginning. I used the illustration of a butterfly in my last video to the Aries. Check it out. It was a really good video. You might have some Aries in your chart, but I used the example of the creature we call butterfly, and it starts as a seed. It doesn't start as a caterpillar. And this card, you could be starting as a seed, and that seed is it takes some time to get from the seed, not the seed, I keep saying a seed, I mean an egg. Takes some time to get from the egg to the butterfly. There's stages to this. So be patient with yourself. Let's see what my aunt has to say to us. Because in this life journey, we are here for a reason. And we have keys, believe it or not. We have spiritual keys that are given to us that helps us to unlock certain things, certain energies, so that we can get to the next phase. And the 42 negative confessions that my aunt has given us are those keys, right? Those keys that help us to know what we're doing. And here's the thing. If we have not mastered these things, if we hadn't mastered it by the end of our life, and we've stepped up to the scale, and Ma'at takes our heart and weighs it against a feather. Sorry, y'all, I just had a phone call. I thought I had my phone on airplane mode, but I didn't. So weighing your heart against the feather. See where I was. Weighing your heart against the feather. If you don't, I missed it. I lost it. Let me see. I was saying, if you don't weigh your heart against the feather, you're, Ma'at is going to weigh your heart against the feather. And if at the end of your journey here, if you're weighed down, if your heart is still heavy with burdens of this life, then she's gonna ask you to come back, and do it over. Try again, and so these are good. These are really good guidance. Okay, so I follow my inner guidance, right? I follow my inner guidance. You have a GPS. You have a, the internal, you have a connection to the divine. You're not left alone here, right? We are oftentimes given the impression that we are left alone simply because of the contract that we made before we got here. And sometimes it seems a little bit harder than others, but you can't compare your journey to another person's journey, because you don't know what they came in with, right? You don't know if they ascended in their past life, and so this life is, you know, maybe easier for them because they've already done certain things, or maybe you can't do that. You know, your life is your life, and other people's lives is their life. So these cards, they're not oracle cards. They are acts of kindness. And I thought that it would be nice to put one of these cards out to see what you can do out there in the world, you know, for the month of July, to spread a little bit of love, spread a little bit of joy and kindness, you know. So let's see what we have here. Volunteer at a charity or nonprofit. All right, you really can change the world if you care enough. Marion Wright Edelman. Volunteer at a charity or a nonprofit. I just recently joined a nonprofit, and yeah, it's a good thing to do, you know. Line up with the things that you care about. Buy a little gift for someone just because. I love that. The heart that gives gathers. Yeah. Are you a giver? Make sure that you're giving to givers. I always say that. Don't just give to anybody, because you want to keep your energy in balance. And if you're giving but you don't get back, not that you're always looking to give. I mean, not that you're always looking to get back when you give, because all good gifts comes from the divine. But what I'm saying is, you don't want to deplete, and you don't want to enable. So be wise in your giving. Yeah, I think. So that's all the cards that I want to put out. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate the support. If you hadn't liked my page, Rena D Cherish Daily on Facebook, please do so. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. Rena D Cherish Daily Tarot. Invite your friends. Tell them about me. If these messages have encouraged you in some sort of way, share the video. Share it with somebody. If you would like to give me a donation, a love offering, I'm always open to that. My information is always posted somewhere. So I appreciate you. Be well, be wise, be healthy, take care of yourself. And until next time, friends, namaste, peace.